Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing fine in this pandemic. Students, in today's video, we are going to study about chapter 2, that is human system or life processes of your textbook. The topic is nervous system. So before starting the topic, I would like to ask few questions from you. First of all, you must have seen in the movies all these filmy stuff that I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hate you from the bottom of my heart. My heart keeps thinking about you. Oh, he broke my heart and all these things. So let me clear one thing. Nothing is related with your heart, especially your emotions. Each and every emotion is related here. Yes, that is your brain, your nervous system. So forget about all the filmy stuff and come back to the science and think about the logics. So here we comes with the definition of nervous system. Look at the screen. Nervous system actually it controls all your emotions, movements, your thinking processes, your memories and even the actions you don't think about. Like your breathing. Look at the screen. Your heartbeat, your breathing is also controlled by the nervous system and you don't even think about that it is going on or not going on. You are not at all bothered about it that you have to beat your heart right now or you have to take breathing right now. No, but it is being controlled by your nervous system whether you want or not want. So now you get to know that all the emotions, whether you are happy, you are sad, if you love someone, if you hate someone, everything is connected not to heart but from your brain. So let's get started. Okay students, so your nervous system is divided into two parts, that is central nervous system CNS and peripheral nervous system, that is PNS. Central nervous system we can call it as a central government, just the way central government handles all the major conditions, all the major situations of the country. And PNS is just like the state government. It handles all the instructions given by the central government. So CNS and PNS. CNS basically consists of the brain and the spinal cord. And PNS consists of all the nerves. So students, as these both topics are very big, so we have divided it into two parts. In this video, we will study about the central nervous system and in the coming next video, we will study about the peripheral nervous system. So, let's get started with CNS, that is Central Nervous System. So, look at the screen students. Central Nervous System consists of your brain and the spinal cord. And the major part of the CNS is your brain. We can say it as the head of the family, head of the nervous system. Just the way your father is the head of the family and your mother is also a very great supporting system. So you can say that brain is the head of the family just like your father and spinal cord is like your mother, a complete support. But both are important to balance the family. In the same way, both brain and spinal cord both are important to coordinate and manage all the organs and all your body. So coming to the brain first of all. As I told you, brain is the head of the nervous system. Actually, it is the main controlling center or we can say main coordinating center of all the organs of your body. And where it is, we all know, it is inside the skull. Brain inside the skull is also protected by three layers. The outer layer is dura mater, then middle one is arachnoid, and the last one is the pia mater. And in between these layers, what is present? A watery fluid, which is also very important to keep the brain in alive condition. That is CSF, cerebrospinal fluid, which is also very important. It is further divided into three parts. That is the forebrain. This front portion of your brain is the forebrain. Then coming to the midbrain here, and last is at the bottom, that is the hindbrain. So coming to the forebrain. Forebrain is the main thinking part of your brain. Forebrain is divided into three parts, that is cerebrum, thalamus and hypothalamus. Now coming to the first category, that is cerebrum. Cerebrum makes the largest part of the brain, or we can say it is the largest portion of the brain, and it normally controls your vision, your emotions, if you're happy, if you're sad, and your eyesight, your vision, and also it controls the decision making power or memory. Means whenever we say that, oh, that particular student is a genius student, or what a memory power is having. Yes, all these memory power, decision making, emotions is being controlled by what? Cerebrum. So now you got to know that if you're happy, if you're sad, if you love someone, or if you hate someone, everything is controlled by what? Your cerebrum, not your heart. Now coming to the second portion of the forebrain, that is thalamus. Thalamus actually it acts as the relay station of all the senses. It processes all the senses and then it give it to the brain. Yes, senses like your eyes, your nose, your speech, all the senses, your touch from the skin, all the senses are being processed by the thalamus. Now coming to the third part of the forebrain, that is hypothalamus. Actually it controls your thirst, your hunger, your sleep. So whenever you feel hungry, when you feel sleepy, or when you feel you want to get awake, all these things are being regulated by the hypothalamus. You must have seen that few kids feel very hungry, frequently hungry, few have less appetite. Who gives instructions to us? Hypothalamus. So students, let's summarize it with the help of a table. Look at the screen. You can see one table here. With the help of this table, you will be able to learn all the parts of the forebrain, which is the largest part of the brain. That is the cerebrum, largest part, thalamus and hypothalamus. Cerebrum controls your emotions, your thinking power, your memory, your decision making, and thalamus is act as the relay stations of all the senses. And the third one, hypothalamus, which controls your hunger, thirst, as well as your sleep. So students, now coming to the second part of the brain, that is the midbrain, middle brain. Midbrain actually it transfers the informations from the forebrain to the hindbrain and from hindbrain to the forebrain. Act as the bridge between the forebrain and the hindbrain. That's it. Now coming to the third portion of the brain, that is the hindbrain, which is located here at the bottom near the spinal cord. Hindbrain has two parts, that is cerebellum and brainstem. So coming to the first one, that is cerebellum. Cerebellum is the second largest part of the brain after cerebrum, and it is very important as it maintains the coordination of all the muscles of your body, as well as it maintains your body posture in a proper manner. So if we say someone that wow, what a body language he is having, when you get impressed by someone's body posture, the way they speak, the way they handle their body, that is controlled by the cerebellum. Now coming to the second part of the hindbrain, that is the brainstem, which is here at your neck. It is the brainstem. It directly connects the whole brain with the spinal cord. And what is its main role? Its main function is to control your breathing, your heartbeat, as well as your digestion. Whenever you sleep, your whole brain goes to rest. But the only portion of the brainstem, that is the medulla, never goes to rest. Why? Because it controls your breathing, it controls your heartbeat, as well as it controls your digestion, for which you are not at all bothered about. When you are sleeping, you never think that whether you are breathing or not breathing, your heart is beating or not beating. Who is concerned with that? Medulla, brainstem is concerned with that, and it works 24/7. So my dear students, now you got to know all the parts of the brain and their important functions, that they control your emotions, your thinking power, your memory power, your decision making power, your body posture, as well as your breathing also, which is very important. Now coming to the second part of the CNS, that is the spinal cord. Spinal cord is in your backbone, inside your backbone. It is protected by your backbone, that is vertebra, and it starts from the brainstem, from your neck till your hips. And it is very important as it coordinates with all the nerves and brain. So it is very important. As well as spinal cord controls all the reflex actions. Now what is reflex actions? Reflex actions are those actions which are being taken during the emergencies. For example, when you touch a pen you immediately pull your hands back. When you touch a hot object, immediately you pull back your hand. Or when you people are going on road and suddenly a truck comes, immediately you pull back your body. These are the emergency situations, as well as the coughing and sneezing. When something irritates inside your nasal cavity, immediately you sneeze. All these actions are controlled by the spinal cord, and these actions are the reflex actions. Actually, during these reflex actions, during these emergencies, there is very less time to send the signals to brain and then bring back the instructions. So spinal cord control all these things before going signals to the brain. It immediately handles all these things, and as well as it coordinates between your nerves and your brain. So my dear students, this was all about the central nervous system, which consists of your brain as well as your spinal cord, and combinedly they both control all the actions of your body. If you have any doubt now, then you can ask me in the commenting box. Till then, keep learning and stay tuned for the next video in which we will study P and S. So keep learning.